Let's talk about the hips. As we know, the hips are one of the most important parts of the swing. And in our swing, after our front foot lands, we need to allow our hips to go first. That should be the feeling. As soon as this front foot hits the ground, it's immediate hip rotation. We do not want our hands getting ahead of our hips. We need our hips to pull our hands and our knob to the ball. So hips pull the hands should not pull the hips. As we turn our hips, we want our belly button or our belt buckle to face the pitcher. And so I see a ton of hitters who will start to turn their hips, but they finish here, and their belly button or belt buckle are still pointing this way. They haven't fully cleared the hips or cleared this back hip in particular. And so that's another feeling we should have. The back hip should clear all the way to the pitcher or to center field. And so obviously you all know that we need to turn our hips. You hear that probably more than anything else. But how you turn the hips and the feeling that you have and the sequencing is what's really important. Another important part of the hips is when you turn your hips the right way, it will level your barrel out. Okay, and I'll explain why. When I'm in my stance and I load and I land, when I start turning my hips first and I allow my hips to pull the arms and the knob and the barrel forward, now I've automatically created this level path. And so this level path that I'm showing here is all because of the hips are leading the way, and then I get this slingshot effect of the barrel coming after the clearance of the hips. The opposite, if I am not turning my hips first, if my arms and hands are getting out in front of my hips, I am not able to swing level. And if I am swinging level, it's because I'm forcing my arms to control how level I swing, and that's something that's not consistent. It's not going to work over time. So again, the hips will level out your barrel in a much more natural way. Learn to turn your hips. Learn to feel the hips pulling the hands and knob in the swing. And so the hips lead the way.